Xin chào các bạn. Hello my friends. In part 1 I made pan-fried garlic bread. Now in part 2 I'm making starfruit and basil Mediterranean Viet salad and watercress and mushroom pasta. You can find a transcript in English in the comments under this video. If you click the 3 settings dots, next click the captions icon. Then turn captions on to listen in your language. So, salad, wow, you can use anything, can't you? Anything that tastes nice. Fresh, you can put it in. So this is what I've got in my fridge. I've got some lettuce, bean sprouts, spring onion, carrot, daikon, cucumber, and this star fruit, which again needs a little bit of trimming. But if you follow me on Facebook, you'll have seen me go for a walk around the Hems. I go with some international ladies, and we met a couple of gentlemen that were running a clothes factory who very kindly picked starfruit for us. So this beautiful starfruit is going to go in my salad. Now the first thing I'm going to do is pick over the lettuce. I'm going to slice the cucumber next. And I've got this lovely mandolin here, which I did buy in a market, in Govat market. Oh, it's a treat. It saves so much time. So, put it over the bowl. I'm guessing you've seen me slice things differently to you. We cut this way. I know you all cut like this onto your finger. We cut this way onto our thumb. I can't do it any other way. So here goes. And the last bit you can eat. I think the daikon next. It's not the firmest, but it will do. Speed is the essence in our cooking. It is in mine anyway. Let's change the mandolin blade. And great. So quick, so quick. Now the carrot. Then peel it. Okay, good. Now that's great. So it's washed. All my vegetables are washed. Just slice it and see what happens. Let's just taste it. Taste the end. It's good, it's so sweet. And quite often they're really sharp, but these are big and sweet. Okay, so this is where we've got to so far. Look at these poor little starfruit. They're like poor little sea creatures that have been maimed, had bits cut off them. They're so pretty. So I've got the bean sprouts, onions to go in. We'll just slice those onions. We've got cucumber, shredded carrot and the daikon. And I'm just going to snip in these onions, and then we make some dressing. With pasta, which is traditionally Italian, comes from the Mediterranean, so although my salad doesn't have all Mediterranean ingredients in it, I'm not going to put any more garlic in. There's garlic in the bread and there'll be garlic in the pasta. And the oil that I have, normally I would always use olive oil, but I have a bottle of rape oil that it's not rape oil, it's sunflower oil. Sunflower oil from Russia that I'm trying to finish. So I'm just going to use that just a little bit. I have some lime, but I will put in plenty of lime. I'm going to put a little bit of this in just because I like to heat it up a little bit. You know what that is, jinsu. Some black pepper, some salt, and some sesame seeds. I've just put those in at the end, just to give it a little bit of taste. I've got a little bit of basil here. The basil, holy basil here is much stronger than the Mediterranean basil that we get at home, so I won't use too much. So I saved some of these beautiful little stars to go on the top, and that's it. So yeah, let's get mixing. So a teaspoon, 1, 2, 3, probably 3. And let's squeeze in the lime. The pips don't come out. Don't waste any of that lovely juice. Now maybe teaspoon. I think that's probably enough. It's only a small salad. So, a little bit of pepper, as much as you like. If you like it peppery, make it peppery. I like quite a bit. And a tiny bit of salt, a little pinch of salt. You can take the end of the spoon. I don't want too much. So when I cook my own food, no sugar, unless it's really sour or sharp and it needs something. Okay, so here we are. There's my basil and star fruit Mediterranean Viet salad. It doesn't look a bit like a Mediterranean salad, but we use what we can. As I said, there's no rules in our cooking. We can use anything we like it. Okay, so now let's make the pasta. I just first want to show you what ingredients I've got. Got a couple of spring onions, some watercress. You need a good big bunch because we have to cut quite a bit of it off. It's very tasty, mustardy. Some flat mushrooms, and some basil. A little bit of garlic, some chilies, an onion, which I may only use half an onion because I've already got the spring onions here. Pasta. Now the only pasta that I have in my cupboard, and remember I'm just using what I've got here, is the spaghetti. So I'm going to use the spaghetti, but I'm going to cut it a little bit smaller. Pepper, and I'm not using salt because I'm using the jinsu, which is salty enough for me. I can put in how much I like. I've got a natural yogurt, no sugar, and a little bit of Laughing Cow cheese. From what I've got in my fridge today, this is the only one, and it acts like a cream cheese, so that will be fine. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is cook the pasta, and while that's cooking I can chop up some of the other ingredients. I just want to show you, I'm using the jug. Normally I would just pour the water straight in, but it's just for me, I don't want too much. So this is a 2.5 cup jug, and I'm using 3 cups. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'm using 3 cups of water. So I'm going to put that on to boil. And you saw me use tap water. I've lived here for just over 2 years now, and I've been coming here for 22 years. I drink the water, eat the ice. I drink it if it's boiled. I don't know when I buy it where it's come from, but I cook with it and I boil it in the kettle for tea. My drinking water comes out of bottles that I buy. So I think I'm going to use about that much, because there will be enough here for a couple of days for me. So let's boil up the water, and then I'm going to break this probably into 3 pieces. Okay, so the water is now boiling really well. So I'm going to break this into it, and I've cut it into 3, so they're quite short pieces now. Find the lid, put the lid on this, and turn it down to 5, I think. Peel and chop the onion. Dice the onion, because we chop it into little squares. Okay, so it's bubbling away here. Let's have a Okay, so I've left this just 2 more minutes. I'm sure it will be fine now. I don't want it too soft because it's going to cook a little bit longer. Yeah, that looks absolutely fine. Yep, look at that, no problem. Okay, I put the leftover butter from the garlic bread in here. Normally, as I said before, I would always use olive oil, but I have this sunflower oil, so I'm just going to add a little bit of that because the butter can burn sometimes. Stir fry, and down to number 2. I just want to cook it gently, so let it melt, and then I'm going to put in the garlic and the chili. I'm smoking, so that can go in. And I'm using a spatula because I'm English and that's what we do. Okay. So I've just turned that up to number 8 and get it sizzling. Okay, sizzle away, turn a little bit brown. So I'm going to pop the onion in. Now I'm going to turn it down because I need to get my other ingredients ready. And I don't want that all burning. Put that to one side and let's chop up the other veg. Now I've chopped these mushrooms ready, quite big pieces. I like a bite. Pop those in a little bowl. I'm going to cut the spring onions into the magic scissors. Scissors take on a whole new meaning, and you know, everything is so easy. Okay, onions and this, which is watercress. Beautiful. Normally in pasta we put spinach, but we have this beautiful watercress, which I'm just literally gonna bit of basil. Just want to cut it a little, and I'll give it seconds to cook. Same with the basil. It smells so good. It's so strong there. And as I said earlier, no rules really in our cooking style. I've never put watercress in pasta before, but it has a lovely strong flavour. This is all I had it in my fridge, so everything goes in together, and pasta's a bit like that. You can have your favourite flavours, you know what you like, but really anything goes. Okay, let's look at these onions now. Okay, so they're nicely browned now. That's absolutely fine. Mushrooms in. Give them a little stir, and now we need to work quite quickly. I'm coughing. The chili usually makes me sneeze, so the yogurt has gone in, and the cheese. A little bit of a stir. Some soy sauce, as much as you like, much or as little. You don't have to use it, you can just use salt. I'm not used to putting any sugar in this. If you want to put sugar in, you can put sugar in, but and I think what I want to do before I do anything else is just have a little taste. Make sure that's good enough flavour. One thing missing, pepper. Oh, that's going really well now, so down to number 5. And your pepper. Yeah. So actually once those greens are in there and the spaghetti, you can almost turn the heat off. We live in Vietnam, that spaghetti was still warm. You could put your spaghetti in before the greens if you wanted to give it a good heat, but that's enough. It's off now. So all that remains to do is put it in the bowl and go and eat it. So you can see. That looks good, and there is plenty there. And I'm not going to have to cook tomorrow. And it's fine, the next day it just marinates a bit more, and all those lovely flavours just mingle together. So that's that. Let's go and eat. Okay, so all ready. Looks good, doesn't it? Can you see landmark 81 in the distance? Look at that. I can sit here and watch it. Landmark 81 is the tallest building now in Asia, in Southeast Asia. So let's dive in. Got my pasta. And some salad. That's my lovely star fruit. Star fruit one that looks so pretty. And a little bit of bread. Enjoy it. Let's taste. So a quick turnaround so you can actually see what I've got as the pasta on my plate with the star fruit and the salad and the garlic bread. No rules, just kind of had an idea in my head of what I wanted and I've made it up. Cheers! So, please subscribe and like, and the little bell near the subscribe button. If you hit that, then you'll know automatically when I made another video. And hopefully see you again soon. Bye! Tạm biệt!